Hey there, I'm Ashley Rowland with Recurring Raise. I wanted to make this introduction video so that you have a little bit of a basis of information. By the end of this video, you'll understand what a telecom agent is, how telecom agents are paid, how to calculate what you'll make as an agent, different ways to be an agent, and what steps you should take if you're considering being an agent. Are you ready? Buckle up. One of the challenges is that not everyone calls a telecom agent a telecom agent. And there's many reasons for this. People like to describe what they do differently. So I define a telecom agent as someone that can sell solutions from many different vendors to customers. So the telecom agent is someone who finds the customers and can sell the solutions from, say, Comcast, RingCentral, Lumen, AT&T, Verizon, Microsoft, you name it. That's what I'm calling a telecom agent. There are essentially two main ways to purchase telecom and technology solutions. One is obviously through a telecom agent, and the other is through a direct sales rep for one of the providers. Let's talk about the difference. When a customer purchases their services through a direct sales rep, the direct sales rep usually has a quota to hit. They usually have certain products they have to push. And trust me when I say, because I know I've been there, that the company they work for has spent tons of money influencing their beliefs so that the rep believes that the solution they're offering is the very best for the customer. So sometimes they will push their solution onto customers, even if it's not the exact perfect solution for that particular customer's needs. The average tenure of a sales rep is only 17 months, and these sales reps are typically paid one time and then are focused on new acquisitions. So, say something goes wrong with implementation or a customer has an issue 6 months down the road, that sales rep, who was really the face of the company during the sales process, is no longer there to support the customer. It's not that they're not a nice person or want to be there, it's that their job and their role is focused on new acquisition, and so they have to keep moving and get new business. On the other hand, when a customer purchases their telecom and technology through a telecom agent, the experience is quite different. For one thing, the telecom agent is connected to hundreds of different vendors. So no longer does a customer have to talk to 5 different sales reps. They can just talk to one and get quotes from multiple vendors. Also, since the telecom agent doesn't work for one company, the only thing that drives the solution that they recommend is the customer's needs. I mean, how intuitive is that? It makes sense, right? And the payment is quite different. So the telecom agent is paid monthly ongoing for as long as the customer keeps the service. So they're incentivized to stay with the customer, make sure they're happy, help them out if needed. And if something goes wrong, they can assist and try to work it out, or they could recommend a new solution. But the whole point is this is a customer centric approach. It's good for customers and it makes sense. So that's why I'm all about it and I'm all about growing the channel. Not only am I about growing the channel, but I want to grow the channel responsibly because when I started out as a telecom agent, I made a ton of mistakes. I initially spent a lot of my time on non revenue generating things. I mean, it's easy. This industry is unlimited. There are hundreds of vendors vying for your attention, and it's kind of easy to get thrown down a rabbit hole when I should have been focusing on my customers. I also didn't shop master agencies. I didn't know I could negotiate with them. I didn't know I had the power, and just so you know, you definitely do. It's highly competitive out there. And I just made a lot of mistakes that I found out were very common mistakes when I started to talk to other telecom agents. So it's my honor and my privilege to make this course for you. You see, I'm a hiker, and if I see a rattlesnake on a trail, I'm sure as hell gonna tell the next hiker. It doesn't take away from my hike to share what I know. In fact, the opposite. It makes me feel good knowing that the next hiker is not going to potentially be harmed by the snake because I gave them the heads up. So that's what this course is all about, is making it easier for you and making sure you have all the tools necessary to ramp your revenue quickly because, hey, let's be real, your business needs money. So I focus on showing you how to get to your money as quickly as possible. Enough rambling from me, let's get right into it. Let's first jump into how telecom agents are paid. I'm going to go ahead and play a clip from one of the modules in the course. Let's talk about the rule of 78s. Here's a simple example. This shows if you sell $1,000 on month one, you're going to get $12,000 worth of revenue by the end of the year on that $1,000 you sold in month one. In month two, you're going to sell another $1,000 and you're going to get 11 months worth or $11,000 of that $1,000 sold. In month three, the $1,000 you sell is going to give you 10 months or $10,000 worth of revenue for the year, and so on. So if you sell $1,000 of revenue each month, you'll generate $78,000 in revenue for the year. At approximately 17% commission rate, you earn a total of $13,260 on that $78,000 in revenue. Again, commissions vary, but I'm using my personal average of 17% as a realistic example. And the following year, you're going to start with a base of $12,000. So that's $12,000 times 12 months, which is $144,000, plus another $78,000 if you continue with this $1,000 a month sales pace. So you can see the revenue compounds very quickly in this scenario. And of course, none of this includes any spiffs or bonuses on top of this. So now let's look at how you get to $120,000 in commission for the year without spiffs, which comes out to $10,000 in commission in your pocket every single month. Let's say we're giving ourselves a reasonable 24 months to get to this number. In this 24-month example, spoiler alert, the magic number is going to be about $3,200. As you can see, if you sell $3,200 a month by the end of year one, you've earned just over $42,000 in commission before spiffs and bonuses. You carry over the $38,400 in MRR from year one, and by month 24, you've earned just over $120,000 during that second year, which is $10,000 per month. At this pace of $3,200 a month in year three, you're up to $200,000 in commission. In year four, $277,000 in commission. Year five, $355,000 in commission. So in this example of selling $3,200 every month, you're effectively giving yourself about a $78,000 recurring raise every year. By year 10, you're making about $747,000 per year. If you want to cut this time in half, then simply double your $3,200 to $6,400 per month. This gets you to $120,000 by year one, $747,000 by year five, and $1.5 million by year 10. Okay, now that you know how telecom agents are paid and how to calculate what you will make as an agent, let's go ahead and talk about the different ways to be an agent. Let's roll that clip. What are the ways to be an agent? There are so many different models. A lot of people want to know, can I get paid a salary and be an agent? Yes, you can. Let's start there. This is the employee/agent model. This is where you work for someone else's telecom business. They give you a salary because you're their employee. They usually will keep a large percentage of the commission on your sales, and if you leave their company or get fired, you won't be able to take any of your recurring profit with you. Next is the loan/agent model. This is where you work for someone else's company and they give you a loan to be paid back via your commissions during an agreed upon time frame. I've seen 18 months common. Even after you pay their loan back, they'll keep some of your commission, but this is someone else's company, so you don't have to worry about things like marketing, admin, website, etc. Sometimes they even offer engineering or order support. Whether or not you get to keep your recurring commissions if you leave their company will vary company by company. Next, we have the franchise agent model. This is where you work for yourself and you own your own company, but you operate under someone else's brand. You get to skip the steps of building a company brand and marketing, and it can be easier to win large opportunities with a well-known brand versus a small new company that no one's ever heard of. The company that owns the brand will usually keep a small percentage of your sales, but if you leave and start your own company and your own brand, you'll probably get to take your commission with you. Lastly, we have the entrepreneur agent model. This is where you create your own company, your own brand, and you market your services as your own company. In this model, You make agreements directly with master agencies and you get to keep the largest cut of your commissions. An example of this is my company, Adaptive Advisors. There are pros and cons to all those different models, and there's not one model that is universally the best model since everyone's needs and skill sets are different. So, what steps should you take if you're seriously considering being a telecom agent? Number one, learn how this industry is set up and how telecom agents are paid. Wait a second, you just did that. Okay, you're done with step one. Number two, decide which agent model to pursue. And number three, create a plan and decide how much money you need to make by whatever date using whatever strategies you decide to use. This is one of the most brilliant business models ever. How many businesses do you know can open their doors without any upfront capital or investment money and be profitable within the first year? It's crazy. And then with residual income or recurring income, you get to continue to be paid on deals you sold years ago. So you could sell a customer this year and still be paid on it 10 years from now. It's just crazy. Let's look at other businesses, commercial real estate brokers. These guys are commission only and they are out there making a one-time commission on every customer they sell. You get to make a recurring raise every time you sell a new deal. It's beautiful. My parents owned a coffee shop. They were in debt before they even opened their doors. I could go on, but I hope this has been a helpful video for you and given you just the basis of information that you know if you're considering being a telecom agent. I appreciate you being here with me. I truly believe that if we stick together, we will grow faster, we'll grow stronger, and we'll all be successful. Thanks again for watching.